Well, it's still morning. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us here for the weekly press briefing. The vice mayor even showed up today. So we'll jump right into a couple of announcements that we want to share. One, we want to give an update on the social media town halls that we've been holding. Our impressions this year are a little bit above last year. We've had 134,000 impressions via our social media town hall. To put that in comparison, last year we had 102,000. So we are over 30,000 additional impressions this year. And we're working hard to reach out to the community to allow them opportunities to engage us as we work our way through this budget. We know people live very busy lives, and doing some of the stuff that we're doing via social media allows people to engage us instead of coming down here and joining in physically at some of our meetings. But we would encourage that also. We will be carrying out some of these budget discussions at all of our district advisory boards, and so we certainly would encourage folks to come in when it's convenient for them. All of the DAB boards meet in the evenings, generally between 6:30 start times. Vice Mayor, you start yours at 6:30?
Yes, sir.
And so we encourage people to get out when it's convenient. And if you work second or third shift, you can come during the day at some of the council meetings and the retreats that we hold. So we hopefully will have schedules that will allow everyone an opportunity to come in here, but certainly the social media and the feedback we're getting is helping us as we shape Wichita's future. The other announcement I want people to be aware of is the new law that went into effect July 1st, and that is it's legal to break open a car window if you see a pet or a small child inside a hot car in a parking lot. And so no longer is there any criminal charges that will be brought to the person trying to free either the pet or small child. So Kansas is joining 18 states giving rescuers legal immunity when they believe a pet or imminent danger to the person or pet. There were 37 deaths last year of small kids in hot cars. That is something that should and could be avoided. So just a reminder, temperatures in cars can reach up to 20 degrees higher than the outdoor temperature very, very quickly. So when we have days where we're nearing triple digits, you can get to 120, 130 very quickly in a car. So if you spot a child or a pet in a car, call 911. Check that the vehicle is unlocked before proceeding to take measures to free them from the hot vehicle. Make sure you get the child or pet to a cool place quickly until police arrive. Say Yes reminder is just a reminder that you can still sign up your children ages 5 through 18 for a slew of summertime activities, including access to pools. And so bus rides, golf, foot golf, meals, and forgiveness of outstanding library fees are available to those that want to participate. Kids must have a program pass, which they can obtain at no cost at Downtown Transit Center at any time. You can visit wichita.gov/sayyes for more information. Still time to sign up. The Neighborhood Night Out reminder is Tuesday, August 14th from 5:30 to 9. Formerly celebrated as National Night Out and Celebrate Safe Communities, and it's in its third year as Neighborhood Night Out. It's an annual event that promotes neighborhood safety and combats crime by encouraging neighbors to get to know one another. What a novel idea. Picnics, cookouts, social gatherings will all be designated on that night. We encourage people to participate. We're still willing to waive park fees if there's available space for you to gather at one of our parks, and we will provide barricades while supplies last. Again, you can register your parties online. Register by visiting wichita.gov/NNO. So far, we've had about 40 parties registered, 14 street closures and barricades requested, and 4 parks reserved, and 3 requests for neighborhood barricades. So we still have resources available to you. I see the fire chief has joined us. We have a quick update on the new fireworks. I shouldn't say new ordinance, I should say new enforcement, because we haven't changed the ordinance. It's still the same ordinance that we've had for a number of years. I couldn't even tell you how many years. Do you have any idea how many years the new ordinance or the ordinance has been in place?
At least 30.
So 30 years, same ordinance. We're just simply doing a better job of enforcing it. And we had issued 133 tickets so far during this celebration season. So 133 unhappy people that received a fine of $250. We've had many people calling to ban all fireworks, and so we felt like this was simply a compromise. We know cities that have banned fireworks completely. We had some discussion to open them up completely, but overwhelmingly the people that we heard from, and especially the people that came to the meetings and came to the district advisory board meetings, said please don't open it up. And they just simply wanted stronger enforcement, and that's what we did this year. So we'll see how the feedback goes and if we need to do anything different in future years, but certainly would love to hear from the community. I know that that's an issue that can sometimes polarize people, and we're almost guaranteed to make someone unhappy, and in this case, maybe everyone unhappy. But still would encourage feedback. So at that point, we'll open it up if you have any questions.
So 133 tickets altogether?
Correct. 133 tickets were issued.
Are you guys still planning to issue tickets today?
So I think enforcement just, we will on a call-by-call basis, but our 22 unmarked cars, I think, finished yesterday.
And then where do people pay for these tickets, and is there a date they need to pay by?
Good question. Probably like any citation, you'll have to show up and you can pay them here at City Hall.
Okay, is there some way they can fight it if they disagree with the ticket?
I think you're always allowed your day in court if you want to take it all the way to court. That's the beauty of our society.
And then last question, are there like incident reports or a list of the names or people that got these tickets or addresses where they were given?
I think that it's part of the court record, I suppose, if someone wanted to dig, but I don't know that we kept a list of names and in terms of people that were issued tickets.
Are you pleased with how the new enforcement went? This is an old ordinance, like you said. Like you said, this was an old ordinance. This is 30 years old. Are you pleased with how the new enforcement went over the course of time?
I'm not sure I would say am I pleased how the new enforcement went. I think the new enforcement worked as intended. Personally, I'd rather see us open it up. I'd rather allow unlimited opportunities for people to shoot fireworks of any size, shape, as long as we did it in a safe environment. So I'm not sure I can use the terminology that I'm pleased, but I think it did what it was intended to do. And I think the community that we heard from spoke loud and clear that they wanted better enforcement, and that's what we did. Now, if anything shifts from that, we'll maybe continue to have some of those discussions.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. Are you guys now looking to see that, I mean, you wrote...
So I think it's something that we already said as we enacted this new enforcement to a 30-year-old policy that we're always interested in hearing and if there needed to be tweaks in the future. Well, thank you all for coming.